Okay, part 3. So I've dried them out a little bit. They're still quite wet. I'm losing the light completely now, but with the lights on, there's enough to see. So what you're supposed to do, according to the videos I've watched, is put your leaves in a pile and dry them off. This is what they call curing them. So you'd think, kind of intuitive approach would be to dry them out in the sun or something like that. But the problem with drying them out in the sun is they dry while they're still green, and you don't want any green. You want to get rid of all the chlorophyll. So the idea of curing them is that you put them somewhere to kind of dry slowly, not too fast, and the green all disappears and should go to a kind of yellowy colour. And then after that you dry them out in a more kind of expected kind of way, but not in direct sunlight apparently, because that makes them too crispy. So this is the curing process. The guy I watched the video of, he had them kind of wrapped in towels and stuff. I'm not really in a position to use my household towels for such things, so I'm using a bit of newspaper. This might be completely different, so but that's what I'm going to do anyway. So I'm going to put some more newspaper on top, and then we'll kind of keep checking it. He was checking it every day and getting rid of any mould that was on there and getting rid of any moisture that's on there. So we'll put that there. Now, if somebody needs to use the freezer, that's going to probably bugger all this up, but I'm kind of just hoping that nobody needs to use the freezer right now. So so that's kind of stage 1. We'll see what happens. So I'll keep an eye on that, and change that newspaper when it gets damp. So keep them dry and dry slowly, and then the next phase is dry them out outside of, not in the sunlight. So I could probably have to think about how I'm going to do that. So there's enough there to make a fair bit of baccy, I think. Let's think about what we're going to do with it. Maybe if you're watching this and you'd like to have the baccy, maybe I'll let the first person who asks for it and gives me their address, I'll send the baccy to them when it's complete. I'm presuming it's kind of like roll-up tobacco that you get at the end of this, not kind of pipe tobacco or anything more specialist. And one thing I didn't realise is that names, which I thought were just brands like Golden Virginia and that kind of thing, are actually they're what's the word? Strains. That's probably not the best word, but they're kinds of tobacco plant. They're not just brand names, which I thought they were. So Golden Virginia is a type of tobacco plant, which is interesting. And they all have different qualities, different smells and stuff like that. Talking of smell, they smell a little bit like they're not really like tomatoes, but they've got that same kind of quality. The tomato smell is a really weird smell, isn't it? They're related to tomato, they're related to potato, and they are related to deadly nightshade, and what we have here in New Zealand is black nightshade, which is less deadly than deadly nightshade, but it's still not great for you. Of course, it's also known as belladonna, and it's also used in a lot of medicines. So, like with all these things that are poisons, they're also, for medicines. All medicines are poisons, I guess. All poisons are medicine, maybe, I don't know. It's all about how you use them. So, so there we go. So, it won't be very exciting now. They'll kind of slowly, hopefully, turn yellow. I won't kind of shoot a video every 5 minutes of them going slightly more yellow, because that would be pretty tedious. But when I notice something exciting happen, I'll film it for you, and you can see what's going on. They might all just go mouldy, and see what happens really. But they had aphids on them. That's why I had to wash them off, which wasn't great really, because that's made them damper. But I thought those aphids would just chomp away and there wouldn't be anything left, so had to get rid of them. So there we go. That's me for tonight. We'll catch you soon. Rangimarie.